Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Thanksgiving is a holiday in America held on the fourth Thursday of November. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is one of the oldest and biggest parades in the world. Every year on Thanksgiving since 1924, Macy's puts on a huge parade in New York City. The parade has taken place every year since then, except from 1942 to 44, when rubber and helium were needed for the war effort. There are giant balloons, floats, marching bands, and more. The parade has been televised nationally on NBC since 1953. This year, the parade will feature 49 balloons, 16 character balloons, including 7 that are new, and 33 heritage and novelty balloons. Many, many balloons. Now let's watch the parade and practice some Thanksgiving English. Gobble, gobble. First up, the Olaf balloon. The Olaf balloon. Bom, 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 bom. Thanksgiving is a holiday all about food. Families get together and have a big feast. Here are some of the traditional Thanksgiving dishes. Turkey, 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 turkey. Stuffing, 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 stuffing. Mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes. Gravy, gravy, gravy. Green bean casserole, green bean casserole, green bean casserole, casserole, green bean casserole. Cranberry sauce, cranberry sauce, cranberry sauce, cranberry sauce. Macaroni and cheese, macaroni and cheese, macaroni and cheese, macaroni and cheese. Baked beans, baked beans, baked beans, baked beans. Roasted butternut squash, roasted butternut squash. Roasted butternut squash, roasted butternut squash. Candied yams, candied yams, candied yams. Pecan pie, pecan pie, pecan pie. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie. Food, and here comes the marching band. And now, the Pikachu balloon. Pikachu. In addition to eating a big turkey dinner, another Thanksgiving tradition is football. Professional teams, college teams, families, and friends play football together. Football on Thanksgiving is a tradition dating back to 1876. Since its inception, the NFL has played games on Thanksgiving Day. Since 1953, families have watched these games on TV. Here are the names of some of the football teams and their cities. Traditionally, the Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys host games on Thanksgiving. The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions. Detroit. Lions. Lions. The Detroit Lions. The Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. Chicago. The Chicago Bears. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. Dallas. Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. The New York Giants. The New York Giants. Giants. The New York Giants. The Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers. The Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles. Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills. The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns. Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns. Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals. Pikachu swag. Next up, the Snoopy balloon. The Snoopy balloon. After stuffing yourself with food all day, another popular tradition is to take a Thanksgiving nap. Take a nap while you digest all that food. Speaking of digestion, chemicals. Let's practice some elements. Helium in balloons. It's relevant. Hydrogen. 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 Helium. 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 Lithium. 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 Beryllium. 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 Boron. 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 Carbon. 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 Nitrogen. 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 Oxygen. 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 Fluorine. 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 Neon. Neon. neon, sodium, 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 magnesium, 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 magnesium. Next up, Santa's sleigh. Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, bum. George Washington established Thanksgiving on a federal level on October 3rd, 1789, when he issued his Thanksgiving Proclamation. Whereas it is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey His will, to be grateful for His benefits, and humbly to implore His protective and favor, and whereas both houses of Congress have, by their joint committee, requested me to recommend to the people of the United States a day of public thanksgiving and prayer, to be observed by acknowledging with grateful hearts the many signal favors of Almighty God, especially by affording them an opportunity peaceably to establish a form of government for their safety and happiness. President Abraham Lincoln helped make the holiday more official, and on October 3rd, 1863, gave his own proclamation of Thanksgiving. This year that is drawing towards its close has been filled with blessings and fruitful fields and healthful skies. To these bounties, which are so constantly enjoyed that we are prone to forget the source from which they come, others have been added which are so extraordinary in nature that they cannot fail to penetrate and soften even the heart which is habitually insensible to the ever-watchful providence of Almighty God. The date of the holiday, however, still caused confusion. It was not until October 6, 1941, that Thanksgiving was officially set on the last Thursday in November. One strange Thanksgiving tradition is the pardoning of the White House turkey by the President of the United States. Though possibly Lincoln, the first documented turkey pardon was given on November 19, 1963, by President John F. Kennedy, when he said, "Let's keep him going." Kennedy was shot 3 days later. Here are 12 U.S. presidents to practice their names. Abraham Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, Abraham, Abraham Lincoln, Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. George Washington, George Washington, George Washington, Washington, George Washington. Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson. James Buchanan, James Buchanan, James Buchanan, Buchanan. Ulysses S. Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, Ulysses S. Grant. Andrew Jackson, Andrew Jackson, Andrew Jackson, Andrew Jackson. John F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, 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 John F. Kennedy. Dwight D. Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, 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 Franklin D. Roosevelt. James Madison, James Madison, James Madison, Madison. James Madison. Woodrow Wilson, Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. John Quincy Adams. John Quincy Adams. John Quincy. John Quincy Adams. Adams. And Happy Thanksgiving! That's the end of the parade. Santa is the last float. Until next year, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.